All right, so this guy called in. He said he had some things to say, and when he calls in, he gets on. Let's go to it right now in the beautiful city, town of Corona. His name is Brad. His name is Brad Corona. And, I know a lot of people know him now. Like Mike was saying, I remember when Mike and he came around, it was kind of a new era. Look, I remember before the smack off, Brad and Corona arrived on the scene, closing his call and getting run, talking about War Phil Jackson playing all the uncircumcised Euros on his team at one time and brought the house down. That's what he said. What could he possibly say now? Brad, how are you?
Kyle Brandt treats objects like women, man. How you doing, KB?
I'm doing good, dude. I can't complain. Fired up to be back. It's a little weird. Like, I feel like I'm running into my old high school friends, and, like, some of them are still complete losers, but some of them have done well for themselves. And from what I hear from a distance, you've done well for yourself. Like, you keep winning smack-offs, and you just get bigger and bigger, right?
Yeah, it's not that difficult, though, when you're competing against Post Malone and Indy and guys who come up with Brad in Batola as their coup d'etat for their smack-off call. That was great. By the way, I want to war Mark in Hollywood using a pizza box as a laptop.
Yeah.
And then I want to give you my take on Baker Mayfield, if you don't mind.
Yeah, what do you got?
Okay, you got 2 kids, right?
Yes, I do.
Your wife doesn't like you anymore.
Nope.
It's exhausting, right?
Nope.
Baker Mayfield, to me, he looks exhausting. Like, now that I'm 40, I would guess when I'm 25, 26, I would think he's super cool. To me, I look at him and I'm like, oh, my God, if I were to party with that dude, he'd probably want me to line up some fireball shots, play beer pong, and I just don't have it in me anymore because somebody's going to be screaming at me at 5 in the morning when they wake up and want to watch, YouTube videos of people shooting each other with Nerf darts in the crotch and thinking it's funny. Are your kids into that yet?
Yeah, I mean, anything that is a quote-unquote fail, especially like if it's on a diving board or a trampoline, they like that. You do bring up something about Baker that's interesting. Like, I don't know about you right now, someone your age, I'm 42. I'm 40 as well. I'm 40 years old. You go out to dinner and you meet up a couple couples maybe here and there and you go out to dinner and then there's one person who's like, so where are we going next? And you're like, dude, nowhere. Like, we're not going anywhere next. We're going home to pay the babysitter and go to bed. Like, we're not going but Baker's the guy who's like, where are we going next?
Exactly. Great point. And and I'm the same way. I don't even want to be at the dinner. I want to be at home. And it's lucky just to get me out there. Hey, I do want to chime in on Good Morning Football, man. Congratulations on all your success. I am really into your co-host with all the eyeliner and the massive boobs. What's his name? Peter Schrager? I don't know, by the way, if it's a great idea for the fattest guy on Good Morning Football to look like he's starring in an off-Broadway production on the life of Meatloaf. You know, Brandt?
No, I don't know.
Was that a goal? Is Schrager's going to be on later? Can we ask him about the
He's going to be on in 7 minutes. Yeah, he's probably listening right now.
I love that. How is it working with? Is the grind worse on Good Morning Football or Jim Rome?
It's a good question. I think Good Morning Football is a little bit harder because, I got to show up and I got to put makeup on, and like you said, it's not easy to belly up to the table and talk Dak Prescott with Broadway Meatloaf. Like, it's very hard to do that. I need to show up every day,
Hey, well, dude, congratulations, man. I just want to say we're all happy for you. Keep it going, man. And, great job with all the success, dude. Good luck, Brandt.
All right, Corona. See you, Brad. That's Brad and Corona, who just completely teed off on one of my true brothers in life, Peter Schrager, one of my favorite people that I've ever met, who I work with every single day, and who indirectly is going to help put my children through college, God willing, and was just taking pot shots from a dude in the Inland Empire in California who's like won a radio call-in contest.